Yeah, you ready?
As ready as I can be.
All right, so check this out. This one specific mission that I want to tell you about right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, let's like this. There was this like lab, right? Like this lab where they were trying to produce some like type of virus that would kill a lot of people
Yeah.
without even. It was basically pretty much undetectable, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my mission is were to get into the lab, not only destroy the virus, but to kill the two people that were in charge of creating it, right?
Okay.
So the most difficult part is I have to go I have to go into the lab. Now in the lab there's security guards down there with guns, like they got like assault rifles, there's and a bunch of like scientists. If the scientists see me without a scientist uniform on, they they begin to think I'm like some trespasser unless I have a police uniform. So the problem with it
Did you
is
kill
even if you
cops?
have a police, huh?
Did you kill some cops?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that. So no, not at first, not at first, not at first.
Okay.
At first, I said, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna go choke out this scientist. So I walk up to him, I choked him out. I threw his body behind a building. They got those little buildings, and I was like, okay, no one's gonna find him. So I took his lab coat or whatever and some glasses. So I have to get into the base, like some type of little room. It's filled with like poisonous gas, so you have to have like a hazmat suit.
Okay.
So I'm going to get the hazmat suit, and another scientist recognized that I'm not an actual scientist. So I ran. I ran, right? Another scientist, he was like, "Hey, who are you?" So I punched him in the face, and I just knocked him out, and I threw him over a railing, and he fell on top of like a roof. So it was like you go up these stairs, and then you look down at everybody. There's different buildings, like different little lab rooms. I threw his body on top of the lab building, ran downstairs, punched the cop in the head, choked him out, took his uniform because if you have a cop uniform, you have more leeway and more to move around. So I'm running right to get to the room to get the hazmat suit. Like the lead cop, like the leader, whatever you want to call him, he's like, "You are no cop." So I ran, I ran full speed into the room where the hazmat suit is.
Mm-hmm.
I switched clothes. I put the hazmat suit on. And with this game, if you switch uniforms, like if you switch to another disguise, they could clearly have seen you run in there, and the cop uniform that I had on is clearly sitting right next to me on the floor. But because I have a different disguise, they don't know it's me. So he sees the cop uniform there, sees me in a hazmat suit, and goes, "Hey, what are you working on today?" I'm like, "You're a dumbass." Okay, so I go into the room, and so all I have to do, I have to basically break the machine down so it'll stop trying to pump out the virus. I bust the machine. One of the guys, he goes, "Hey, you're messing with our stuff." So I slapped him with a freaking gun, like I mean like pistol whipped him with a gun. I threw his head onto the like onto like it's like this machine with all these little buttons on it. Threw his head on there. Boom, that's done. That stops the virus. So I gotta kill the guy who started it. So I found out that he had an appointment with a psychologist. Just so happens that psychologist was at a coffee shop. So I walked to the coffee shop, act like I was the, oh no, I skipped the part. I beat up the waiter to the coffee shop or whatever,
Okay.
threw his body in a dumpster, took his uniform, put it on, poisoned the coffee, gave it to the psychologist. The psychologist starts getting all sick or whatever. He runs to the bathroom, so I walked in there, punched him in the back of the head, threw him in a big trash bin. I just threw his body in there. Now I have disguise of the psychologist. I walk into the building where the guy is that I gotta kill, and we're sitting down for like a session, and he's telling me like, "Oh, my life is horrible. I got all this money, but I don't have any true friends, and my family don't love me." Blah blah blah. So my guy was like, "Yeah, it could be a lot worse," and I snapped his neck. Snapped his snapped his neck. I grabbed him from the couch, right? Because I didn't want anybody to see him. I took him to the bedroom, and I threw him in a closet. Now the second person I have to kill is his wife because she helped him start it. So I said, all right, well, she's gonna be harder to kill because she got guards everywhere. So I said, fuck it, I know what I'm gonna do. I pulled the fire alarm. So all the like she had six guards, like four of the guards ran to go check the fire alarm. I was like, okay. So While the four were away, I punched the dude, like one of the guards, in the head, and the other guard looked back like, "What are you doing?" Blah blah blah. And I punched him twice, drug him in the bathroom. Now she's running, like she's running away because she's like, "Oh, I have no guards." I chased I chased her all the way back to the bedroom, and so she's like, she runs from like her guards to a crowd of people. If I kill her in front of the crowd of people, I get a super low score, and I didn't want to do that. So I said, all right, fuck it. I know what I'm gonna do. If you wait like 10 minutes, everything will reset, and she'll feel like, oh my gosh, everything's okay, even though in real life it wouldn't be. So I let everything reset. She's no longer like nervous or anything, right? So I decided to disguise myself as a guy she was cheating on her husband with.
Oh my
This
God.
guy, he looks like my character, but he wears like polo shirts and nice designer glasses. So I beat the guy up and like threw him on like over the hill or something. He didn't die, but he was stuck in like in between rocks by the water. So I threw him there, put the disguise on. I dimmed the lights, right? To the room where she was gonna be. I dimmed the lights, poisoned her drink, and when she came in there, she's like, "Hey, I've been missing you, baby." And my guy was like, "I've been missing you too. Take a drink."
Just like that, huh?
So, so she took the drink. She's like, "Oh, I don't feel so good." Blah blah blah. So I grabbed a pipe wrench and just hit her in the head with it. It was like, doing. Hit her in the head with it, and I threw her body in the bathtub. I climbed out the bathroom window. I don't know why. I could have just went out the door of the house, but it was just like I wanted to do it. It was like dramatic. So I jumped out the bathroom window, and I ran like all the way through the complex. It's like this big, nice, fancy area in Paris. I ran out there. One of the guards that caught me early on in the game said, "Hey, I remember you." Bow! Punched him right in the face, and jumped in the car and got away. Shit was crazy. So
You said dramatic.
I ended the virus. Yeah, I know. I ended the virus and killed both people that started it up. That was like one of my first like difficult ones where I kind of messed up a little.